to the Most High God, Yahweh, right, the Heavenly Father, and His Son that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh. Right. So, brothers and sisters can see it from the topic of the video, what we're going to be touching on. Right, it says quick exhortation through the Spirit, right? But the title says it's a quick exhortation, right? Don't give up, because we almost out of here, man. Right? Don't give up, right? I, I know, certain times, for the being this truth, you know, spirits and whatnot can just try to overthrow you, right? Ain't no brother, ain't no sister that's in this truth right now saying that they haven't been, or they can't say that there haven't been any spirits that haven't been trying to overthrow them now, right? That's a lie, right? If any brother and sister say that no spirit have been trying to overthrow me, I've been good, everything's okay, they lying to you, man. They are lying to you, right? Every day you're going to be tried. Every day you're going to be tested, right? Every day, right? Only because the Most High is trying to prove you at the same time too, right? Get this quick. And the Lord not doing it just to do it, just to see you hurting, just to see you lowly. He's doing it just to prove you, just to see if you're um, if you're worthy enough to come into the kingdom, man. If you're worthy enough to receive those everlasting bodies, man. Even to be even a servant unto Him, right? This is Hebrews, mm, Hebrews chapter 12. And I'm gonna start at verse 5. And it says, Ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you, as unto children, my son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Right? So, a lot of times people can forget about the exhortation. Right? A lot of people can forget about the exhortation of the Most High and whatnot. Right? Or the exhortation that was given unto them. Right? But even when we are charged lowly, even when the Lord is, bringing these certain things upon us to test us, right? We shouldn't faint, man. We should know that the Most High is doing it for a reason, right? For whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth, right? And scourgeth every son whom He receiveth, right? So the Lord shows His love, right? This is the way. This is another way of Him showing His love to you, right? He's not going to always just, bless you with this and bless you with that and give you this and give you that. He's going to bring certain things upon you just to see if you truly His son or daughter unto Him, man. Right? He's not going to always continue to keep giving you certain things, man, that pleasure your flesh. No, He's going to give you certain things to pleasure your spirit too, man. He's going to give you these certain things so you can be able to grow in the spirit, right? It says, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Right? So what type of son would you be if the Lord don't chastise you? What type of child would you be if you're not being chastised by the Lord? Right? Let's read on. We're gonna find out, right? It says, if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards, and not the sons, man. You wouldn't be the sons, right? Actually, I wanted to get this. I want to get this in the GNT too. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. I want to get this in the GNT. There we go. So this is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 7 in the GNT, right? It says, endure what you suffer as being a father's punishment. Your suffering shows that Yahweh is treating you as his children, right? So those sufferings that you're going through, right? He's treating you and showing you that you are his child, right? Was there ever a child who was not punished by his father, right? Is there any child that haven't been punished by the father, right? If you are not punished as all his children are, it means you are not the real children, but bastards, right? So you will be a bastard in the Lord's sight, man, if you're not being chastised and being shown that love, right, of that chastisement unto you, man, right? I want to get one more. Right. This is Proverbs. It's one of my favorite precepts too. Go into this chastisement. And you don't really think about it. We need that chastisement, man. If we don't have that chastisement, then what are we really doing? Right. This is Proverbs chapter 3. Chapter 3 and verse 11. Where it says, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. Right? So don't be, wary of the Lord's correction now. Right? Don't despise his chastisement. Right? Because it's all love at the end of the day. It's all love at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, he is showing you love, right, by chastising. The things that you're going through, with your car might be being broken down. Your job is getting on you 24/7 about little, little things, man. Right? You might be really like trying to serve the Most High. You might be telling your job, "I need off this day," right? Just to keep the high holy day, just to do this, that, the third, and they might be getting on you about, "Hey, you're taking too many days off. I don't know if you might be here too long." It might be stuff like that. It might be your landlord getting on you, you know, talking about rent might be going up. Might be, you never know, man. With Jake problems, you never know, man. But at the end of the day, it's all from the Most High. It's all the Most High chastising you, improving you, into making you into that pure gold, man. Right? To put you through that fire, right? So it's okay if you're going through that. Give all praise and honor to the Most High when you're going through that, man. When you're going through all that chastisement, man, it's a beautiful thing to be chastised for the name of the Lord, right? It's lucky for the background too. Not a park, but it's a train far away, right? But like I said, man, don't be beat up when you're getting chastised, man. You know, when we going through these things, man, we just gotta thank the Lord that we was worthy enough to even go through it. Just like Job, man. Just like Job, man. Job, he was a righteous man, right? A righteous man, eschew of evil and so forth, right? And he still got chastised, right? And the Lord, how can I say it? The Lord still blessed him at the end of the day, man, right? He put him through that. And he asked Satan, have you, actually, I'm gonna just get the precept. I don't want to butcher it. So this is Hebrews chapter 1 And I'm going to start at verse 6. And it reads, actually, no, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth. Right? Because you got Satan right now. He's going to and fro in the earth right now, man. Right? He's doing a lot right now in the earth. Right? And it's all by the hand of the Most High. Right? So that's a cut down for that Christianity doctrine about Satan doing whatever he want to do. No, he can't. Satan don't do whatever he want to do. He still got to present himself to the Lord. He takes order from the Most High, right? And from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job? You gotta think about that, man. You gotta think about that. The Lord can literally be saying to Satan right now about you, have you considered my servant? Have you considered my servant such and such? Right? Because you could be on fire, right? You could be on fire right now, thinking about the Lord, thinking about the precepts, thinking about these accounts, thinking about our forefathers, thinking about prophecy, and thinking about all these things, and actually keeping the laws, commandments, and going through trials and tribulation, going through all hell, all this because the Lord considered you. The Lord brought your name up for you to go through this, right? So, let me finish that up real quick. And it says that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh and escheweth evil. Right? So you literally can have the Lord up there right now saying, Yo, have you considered my servant? Right? My servant, my good servant that, you know, keep the commandments, right? That follow after me, that sacrifice, right? Their time to spend with me, right? By reading the word, right? By fasting, right? By doing all the righteous things to 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 even be seen by the Most High, right? And that's being seen by the Most High, man, right? If you ever thought in your mind, if you're being seen by the Most High, or if the Most High really like watching you, right? Think upon all the trials and tribulations you're going through. Think about all the things that you're going through, all the trials and tribulation. That's the Lord considering you and testing you. So if you ever had a doubt in your mind that the Lord is even just watching and considering you, right? Think upon those times. Think upon those times right there, right? Because He's having those things being brought upon you because He know that you can go through it. He know that you're strong enough to fight and endure those certain things, man. Right? Like you read in First Corinthians, right? First Corinthians chapter 10. Right? So I want to get this real quick too. I want to get this in Romans. Right? It's gonna be a quick exhortation. It's not gonna be too long-winded either. I just want to get a couple precepts. This is Romans chapter 5 and verse 3, right? And it reads, it says, And not only so, but we glory in tribulations, right? Also, right? So we had to glory in the tribulations that we're going through, right? All the trials, all the tests, everything that we're being put through within the fire, we have to glorify that. We have to glorify going through these things, man, right? You look more strong when you do that. You don't look weak. You don't look crazy. Right? You actually are more stronger when you go through these things and you you glorify it, man. You smile upon your chest like all praise the Most High, man. That I'm going through this, right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna gain something from it too, right? Let's keep reading. It says, knowing that the trials, Slaki, knowing that the tribulation, Slaki, knowing that the tribulation work of patience. You gain more patience right in this tribulation because you're waiting patiently to get out of this tribulation, to come out of it. So you're waiting. So now you're working. Now you're working patience, right? And patience and experience hope. Now you're gaining experience from this as well. In this situation, you're gaining experience. Now you're building experience, you're building more patience, and you're gaining more hope at the same time. So that's why we have to glorify being in tribulation, because you can be built up by so much. You can be built up by so much if you just continue to, just Salaki. If you're going through these things, you can be built up by going through those things, man. Right? Right. I'm gonna get a couple more. Right. And I'll close out. I was thinking about this one piece of this real quick. So lucky, bear with me. I think this is for the people. Real quick. So lucky. Let's look at this one piece of. I was thinking about that. Second Peter. If I can't find it, then just move on. I was thinking about it. There was just so many other precepts that were running through my mind. No, I'm trying to get this one. It might not be. Maybe 17. I do that sometimes. I be thinking about one book, and then I go to a whole nother book. Yeah, I think I was thinking about this one. Let's see. Might be First Timothy. Okay, come on. This is First Timothy, chapter 1. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 19. Right, it reads, it says, holding fast in a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith, having made shipwreck. Right, so some, you gotta hold fast, man, in these last days, man. You gotta hold fast, right, and have a good conscience because throughout your trials and tribulation, right, you can lose your faith, man. You can lose these certain things. Actually, I was thinking about Hebrews. This is a good one though too. But you gotta hold fast, man. It's like you gotta hold to faith. It's like I said fast. You gotta hold on to faith, right? I'm gonna read that again. It says, holding faith and a good conscience, which some, having put away concerning faith, have made shipwreck, right? So you gotta hold on to faith in these last days, right? Because faith is gonna bring you through, right? It's gonna bring you through in your tough times, right? It's gonna bring you through when least suspected, man, right? Because you have your faith, right? That's what you need in these last days. You need to have faith, right? Right? Because you don't want to be like certain people that fell out the truth because they lost their faith, man. Because they couldn't be patient. They couldn't wait for the salvation of the Lord. You don't want to be like them, right? Salaki. I want to get this one in Hebrews. Okay, this is Hebrews chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "But beloved, we are not slucky. We are pursued better things of you, and the things that accompanieth salvation, though we thus speak, for Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister," right? So what this is going into is about people before backsliding, right? People that's backsliding and went back into the world. But we got to remember, right, that the Lord is not going to forget none of those things that you do for him, right? You might, sometimes when you're in this trials and tribulations, sometimes when you're in like poverty, sometimes you can forget about the things that the Lord can do for you or the things that the Lord did for you before, right? But you got to remember that the Lord is always going to remember those things, those mighty works that you've done for your people, man, for your brothers and sisters, right? I'm gonna jump down a little bit. I'm gonna jump down to verse. I'm gonna jump down to verse 12. It says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises, right? So through faith and patience, right? Through faith and patience, you can inherit those promises that the Lord has set for you, right? Always remember that, man. Don't forget those things, right? Right, so I'm gonna get these last two precepts. Right, and brothers and sisters got to remember this too, man. Right, this walk, this faith, or it's lucky this path that you're on, right? This walk in the truth, right? It's not a full on, race, man. It's not like a 100-meter dash, man. This is a marathon, right? This is a marathon. It's gonna take a long time, right? With us being this truth, it's gonna be a while before we actually, um well, I want to say that, it's lucky. I'll say with being in this truth, it's a marathon, so don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out, right? It's like a brother said, it's all about endurance. Don't burn yourself out, right? Because you're running, you're running. Uh, how can I say it? You're running full speed, man. Running full speed, then you can burn yourself out. You burn yourself out. Now you see yourself going back into the world, man. You're giving up. You're slowing down. Now you just want to be sitting on to the side. No, you don't want to do that. You want to take your time. You want to pace yourself, right? You want to pace yourself, right? Because this walk, this the truth, this truth, right? It's a race, man. It's a race. I'm gonna get that real quick before I close out too. This is First Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, right? But one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain." Right? So we have to continue to run to obtain that prize, obtain the things that was promised to us. Right? We have to run. Right? We can't slow down. Right? But you gotta pace yourself at the same time too. Right? You gotta pace yourself, man. Don't just be burning yourself out. Right? And it says, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is tempted in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, in but we in incorruptible slucky. But we and an incorruptible crown. Okay, I couldn't get that off. And I therefore so run not as unconcerning uncertainty, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, right? But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Right, so we have to continue. Yeah, Salaki. That joint was a tongue twister. But like I was saying, right, we had to continue to run for the incorruptible crown, right? We can't just be, running for just a dang, corruptible crown, man, right? We trying to, you know, obtain everlasting life, man. Everlasting life, right? So, brothers and sisters, keep running, man. Keep running in this race. And if you see a brother and sister slowing down, help them up, man. Help encourage them. Give them exhortation. Can't wait for a worldly crown. Exactly. Right. We gotta run for a heavenly crown, man. A heavenly crown. Right? Alright, calm. Get my closing real quick. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. It says, "Blessed are they that do his commandments." Right, so just let them go by real quick. I'll read that again. It says, Revelation chapter 22. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter into the gates into the city. Right? So, brothers and sisters, continue to endure in these last days, continue to keep the laws, commandments, right? So if you keep the laws, commandments, you can be able to receive that everlasting life, man. And you'll be able to see those 12 gates that set up for us, man. That set up for the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Right? So you don't have to be going through what we're going through now, right? Nobody want to continue to keep going through this, man. Right? Nobody want to continue to be in this world, right? You got more people that's complaining about this world that's in the world, man. That's crazy, right? So we need to continue to keep fighting. We need to continue to keep enduring and keep the faith. Right, with that, Kwame Shalom. Shalom.